second generation commercial bank were established on 1993 guidelines. On basis of 1993 guidelines, 10 commercial banks in the private sector was established, and the list of the 10 was one UTI Bank Limited. UTI Bank. What is the new name of the UTI Bank? UTI Bank is now converted as Axis Bank of India. Axis Bank. New name Axis Bank. Number 2, Indus, INDUS. Indus in the IND. Indus in the Bank. Indus in the Bank. What is the significance of the Indus in the Bank? We have also in the branch here. Indus in the Bank is reputed for the sustainable development program of India, because in Bombay head office, the Indus Ind Bank has established an ATM working 24 hours in the solar energy, and the bank is also working on solar energy, conservation of energy, which is necessary for a sustainable development, green development, and so it is reputed for the sustainable development. Number 3, ICICI Bank, Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India. Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India Bank. Number 4, Globa Trust, GLOBA, Globa Trust, Globa Trust Bank of India. Number 5, HDFC Bank. HDFC, what is HDFC? Housing Development Finance Corporation. Housing Development Finance Corporation, HDFC Bank. Number 6, Centurion Bank, CEN. Centurion Bank Limited. 7, Bank of Punjab Limited. Bank of Punjab Limited, and Bank of Punjab Limited is now merged with Centurion Bank. It is merged with the Centurion Bank. Number 8, Times Bank Limited. Times, TIMES. Times Bank Limited. Number 9, IDBI Bank Limited, Industrial Development Bank of India, IDBI Bank Limited. Now IDBI Bank is a public sector bank and not the private sector. Now it is a public sector bank, IDBI. And 10, Development Credit Bank Limited. Development Credit Bank Limited. Development Credit Bank Limited. These were the 10 new generation commercial bank established in India with the guidelines of 1993. Fourth one is Globa Trust, GLOBA, Globa Trust. These are the 10 new generation commercial bank established for new ideas of deposit generation as well as the loan lending. Development Credit Bank Limited. Development Credit Bank Limited. Then subsequently in the year 2010, another guideline was published by the Reserve Bank of India in 2010. Another guideline was issued. That guideline, one thing we have to remember, in that guideline, initial minimum capital required for a private sector commercial bank in India fixed as 200 crores of rupees. 200 crores rupees minimum initial capital necessary to establish a private sector commercial bank in India. Initially 200 crores, and subsequently it should increase to 300 crores within 3 years. Subsequently it should be increased to 300 crores of rupees within 3 years. Initially 200 crores rupees initial capital, and subsequently within 3 years they should have minimum 300 crores of rupees paid up capital. It was a guideline, and on the basis, a number of other guidelines are there. These are the two most important ones in 2010 guideline. On the basis of that 2010 guideline, two important commercial banks were established in the second generation. Two important commercial banks were established. One is IAS Bank, OES, IAS Bank, IAS Bank, and the second is Kotak Mahindra. Kotak Mahindra Bank Limited. Kotak Mahindra Bank Limited. Kotak Mahindra Bank Limited. These were the second generation commercial bank to establish by 2010 guideline. Now, lastly, Modi government have established or issued another guideline in the year 2016 with the effect from 1/8/2016. 1/8/2016, RBI issued another guidelines for the private sector commercial bank in India. That is the current guideline. The present guideline is the guideline 2016, and the 2016 guideline is giving what is known as, we may say that one-top system. One-top system introduced. One-top system introduced in the banking. One-top system. In 2016 guideline, it states one-top system to introduce in India. On-top system means prior to this guideline 2016, prior to 2016, RBI will invite application for the establishment of private commercial bank, for the establishment of which RBI will invite application prior to 2016. But with the introduction of one-top system, no more application will be called by RBI. RBI will never call. Instead, at any time, those who satisfy the guideline can put an application for private sector commercial bank to establish in India. No application will be called for. Any individual with satisfactory provision can put an application for establishment of a private sector commercial bank with effect from 1/8/2016. 1/8/2016. As this is the current one, we should see some of the most important provisions now for establishment of a private commercial bank in India. For the private commercial bank in India, number one, first of all, big industrial enterprises cannot apply for. Like a statement in Vara. Big industrial enterprises cannot apply for bank license. Big industrial concern. That means an industrial enterprise, running an industrial enterprise, cannot put an application to start a banking institution also. Simultaneously, industrial enterprises cannot start a bank institution also. It is not possible. Number two, they can have maximum 10% share in other banks. They can have maximum 10% share in the other banks. That means these industrial concern, if they want to have a bank, their own bank they cannot run, but they are permitted to take shares of other private commercial bank, maximum 10% of the total shares. Maximum 10% of the total shares of the other commercial bank, these industrial concern can take. That is permitted. Then number three, those residents having minimum 10 years, those residents having minimum 10 years of experience, minimum 10 years of experience as senior finance consultant. Senior finance consultant can apply for. About 10 years experience in the field of finance is necessary now for license application. To get a permission from Reserve Bank of India 10 years minimum experience in the field of finance is necessary to any individual concerned. Then another most important condition is that at the time of starting it should have 500 crores rupees minimum initial paid up capital. 500 crores rupees on what was the earlier on 200 initial, subsequently within 3 years 300. Ipo adalla 500 ആണ്. 500 crores of rupees initially as well as subsequently. That means all time 500 crores of rupees is necessary. Initially 500 ആണ്, subsequently 500 ആണ്. എപ്പോഴും 500 crores of rupees minimum capital is necessary. 500 crores of rupees minimum initial as well as subsequent. Initial as well as subsequent 500 crores rupees to start a private commercial bank in India at present is necessary. Then another condition, 25% of the bank branches shall be in the rural areas. 25% of bank branches shall be in the rural areas. 25% of the bank branches shall be in the rural areas. Now these are the provisions according to 2016 guideline, last one, guideline issued by the Reserve Bank of India. Current guideline for starting a private sector commercial bank require 500 crores rupees initial and all subsequent time 500 crores of rupees necessary, and any individual resident of India having 10 years of financial experience can start a bank here. 25% of the branches shall be in the rural area, and the industrial enterprises cannot apply for an application for license, but they are permitted 10% maximum share from the outsiders. Our participation is possible. Then number 4, cooperative banks. Cooperative banks. ഏതാണ്? പ്രൈവറ്റ് ന്യൂ ജനറേഷൻ അല്ല. ഏതാണ്? ഫെഡറൽ ബാങ്ക് ഈസ് ഓൾസോ പ്രൈവറ്റ് വരില്ല. ന്യൂ ജനറേഷൻ ആഫ്റ്റർ 1991 സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ള പ്രൈവറ്റ് ബിഗ് സൈസ് കമേഴ്ഷ്യൽ ബാങ്ക് വിത്ത് എ ഡിഫറൻസ് ഇൻ ദി ട്രഡീഷണൽ business alone can be included. So we have the fourth group known as the cooperative banks. Now the cooperative banks in Kerala we will take separately along with the Kerala economy. We will take separately. Cooperative banks. Cooperative banks in India can be of two varieties generally throughout all round India. We have two sections or two types of cooperative bank. In Kerala also we have these two types. One is for short term borrowings and lendings. Short term borrowings and lending, one structure we have. And in the short term borrowing lending, three-tier system is existing. Three-tier system is existing about 19 states, including Kerala. 19 states have three-tier structure for short-term borrowing and lending. What do you mean by short-term borrowing and lending? Maximum for a period of 1 year. 1 year borrowing, loan lending by the institution, maximum for a period of 1 year. And they are doing only short-term transaction not exceeding 1 year. To meet daily requirement of farmers, short-term loan is necessary. Such a not exceeding 1 year loans are the main objective of such types of cooperative banking institutions. And at the very same time, farmers also require exceeding 1 year medium term loan they require. For the medium term loans as well as exceeding 5 years long term loan they require. For medium as well as long term, another structure we have. Another separate group of cooperative banks are existing in India for medium as well as long term borrowings and lendings. That means the farmers require medium term exceeding 1 year and not exceeding 5 years. 1 to 5 year medium term loans they require for let me say facilities like tilling of the land, purchasing of seed, fertilizers, pesticides, etc. They require a little bit higher amount which cannot be repaid within 1 year. About medium up to 5 year loans required for farmers known as medium term loans. And even exceeding 5 years, very big amount they require for making permanent improvements on land. Permanent improvements on land, purchasing tractor, tiller and other type of machines applied in the agricultural sector. Bigger amount they want which can be repaid only may say with a long duration. All these types of short term, medium term, long term loans required to the farmers are met by two different types of cooperative banks in India. One, short term, having 3 tiers structure in 19 states including Kerala, and 14 states do have in the short term 2-tier. At present, 2-tier system, 14 states is having 2-tier system, 19 is having 3-tier system.